Okay, this is really amateurish, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Here we go. All right, so as you may or may not have been able to tell, that's Indiana. Let's go up here and let's go to, there's Indianapolis. We're gonna go north. Kokomo, there's Kokomo. And then up here is this tiny little town called Monterey. And it's near Culver. You can see that, it's near Winamac. All right, so Monterey is what we're focusing on. So 1974, Nellie Mikesels gets shot, sniper style, through a window. 1974, also George Jr. Murphy died of head trauma at pretty much this intersection. I don't know what kind of head trauma it was, but I suspect it was a shotgun blast. Why do I think that? Because in 1975, in October, at that very same intersection, Leila Hildebrandt was killed by a shotgun blast as she drove by, sniper style. She's driving down the road, somebody shoots her straight through the window of her Volkswagen Beetle. She crashes the car. At first they thought it was just a car accident. But this is a straight, boring, flat stretch of road here from Culver down to where she lived. She lived in Winamac, so she was gonna be heading home that way. So luckily though, somebody took a closer look at Leila Hildebrandt's injuries and realized it wasn't just head injuries from a car accident, it was actually a shotgun blast to the left side of her face, to the left side of her head, that caused her to have the crash. Okay, so that's 75. Over here in 1974, so there's Monterey again, 1974. It's a year earlier than Leila Hildebrandt, right? Connie and Chad Fivecoat were abducted from Logansport down here, and their bodies ended up right there. There's Monterey. So that's a mother and son who were kidnapped and murdered, shot in the back of the head with a .22, probably a .22 caliber. I'm not sure now. Let me check that. But anyway, small caliber gun was what they said. 3 people were convicted of that, and robbery was the motive. And supposedly those 3 people cashed some checks from Connie Fivecoat's bank account. But maybe they just found her purse and they found the checkbook and they did something stupid. But right there, keep your eye on Monterey. So this is 74, 74, 75, 74, 1975. Brenda Ginter is killed in North Judson. She's strangled and stabbed. 1975, Barbara Menzie, strangled and stabbed in LaPorte, Indiana. Okay. 1976, Stella Becker is shot sniper style through her window. Little old lady at her sewing machine at night. Very similar to Nellie Mikesels' sniper style murder from 74. William H. Nagel, 1977. He shot sniper style while he's driving along, very similar to Leila Hildebrandt's 1975 murder. Okay, so in 1979, a guy from Monterey, Indiana, had moved all the way out to Wichita, Kansas. And in October of 1979, he attacked a woman, stabbing her multiple times, and murdered her son. Jason Lears was 5 years old when his throat was cut and he was murdered. Danny Rouse was that murderer, and he went to jail in Kansas. He got a life sentence, but he didn't serve life in prison. He got out in 2006 and he came back to Monterey. And in October, on Halloween night of 2006, he murdered Stephanie Wagner in Winamac. He would have gotten the death penalty for Stephanie Wagner's murder, but he gave up to prosecutors these 2 cold cases, Nellie Mike Sills and Leila Hildebrandt. And they had enough detail in the confessions that they believed it, and they, since he closed 2 cold cases for them, they commuted his death sentence to life in prison sentence. Okay, he is currently incarcerated in Michigan City, Indiana, I believe, at the Indiana State Prison. That's up in Michigan City, over there, near Gary. See it right there. Whoop. All right. So, but all these other murders, Stella's and Williams and Junior Murphy's and Connie and Chad Fivecoat and Brenda Ginter and Barbara Menzie, all these other murders are either unsolved or other people were convicted of those murders. So that's what I spend my free time doing.